Welcome back to Western Wilds. So this time around, I last time in the last video, my music was too loud, so I adjusted the sound a little bit. I adjusted my voice a little bit as well because I noticed my voice was cutting out. Hopefully that doesn't happen as often. Also, I noticed my sharpen filter was not applied. I play with a filter through the NVIDIA overlay that sharpens the image just a little bit, so the textures and whatnot look a little clearer. For some reason, whenever I play Farming Simulator, it always seems like everything is just a little bit blurry. Not quite sure why. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It could just be me. It's probably just me. Probably no one else notices it. Today we need to. This is the next day. I slept in between videos, and I believe the crops are not ready, even though, yeah, it's not ready. Even though it says they should be harvestable in June. Apparently, it's only going to be in July. I don't know if that's because it's when I planted them, maybe. Let's check the animals, because I have a tendency to forget to feed them. Chickens, I guess I could use a little bit. I should probably give them some because I'll probably forget. TMR, pretty good. I don't have that many cows, and these guys take forever. These ladies take forever to breed. Sheep are good. I know the mixer needs some stuff in it. I should probably fill up the mixer while we're in between, because as soon as I sleep a day, we're gonna have to harvest, which is gonna take up almost all the time. Video probably, so we'll head over and we'll get the John Deere with the front loader, and we will fill up that mixer. Lettuce pallets are building up as always. Feels like I'm constantly battling the greenhouses to sell their pallets. It's worth a significant amount of money, but it's just so many. I know you can set it to auto sell, but that just seems like a huge waste of money. Okay, so we need forks. The bucket is over there. I will need that. I think that John Deere is hooked up to that trailer. I was prepping for harvest in between videos. But I will need that to pick up TMR. The fermenter there, the big blue building, has all my TMR. I did not mention this in the last video. I think I got distracted because I was rambling about all kinds of stuff. Now that I am talking, I'm having a hard time keeping my thoughts straight. But this fermenter is very slow. Let me see if I can pull it up. It is doing 60,000 a month. So it is only making, because it's a 1-to-1 ratio, so it is only making 60,000 silage every month. This is astonishingly slow. I don't know if I have the mod enabled, but I found a mod that had another one. Let's see, is it in here? It is. It's this guy. Steel Silo 1. It's not showing it on here. I don't know how to check it on here, but I want to say this one is the same size as the one I built, but it runs at like twice the rate or 3 times the rate. It's just very expensive, and I have a fermenter currently, so there's not much reason to get another fermenter. Let's do 2. I don't think I need 2. We'll do 2. I'm pretty sure I don't need to. I'm not even sure how big these are. Or I don't know how big the bales are, but just how big the mixer is. Let's set this over here. I do like this little mixer. I downloaded a bigger mixer. I will probably transition to that when we get more cows going. Looks like we did need 2. Just because when oh gosh. when this cow barn is full, I'm just gonna have a heck of a time trying to keep up. This little mixer is just, it's nice for what I am currently, but it is just not going to be good enough. We need some straw, then we need the bucket. Okay, well that worked. See that? I would call that professional driving. Just drive fast enough, and then when you stop, it'll just slide out into the deposit point. I think the ratio, what is the ratio? It's a third of each, I think, right? Or something? 18,000. I think there's more straw than there is anything else. Oh, maybe not. The straw bales are bigger. 22,000 liters between two. I think there's only 18,000. Hay bales. Let's see what it says. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. That's super full. One bale. One bale isn't enough. Not need to. Oh, and I was, before I start up Farming Simulator, I always check on mod updates. All the mods I have except for one are through the Giants website. And that chicken coop over there had an update today, and it said that I can have those chickens produce manure now if I provide them straw, which is pretty cool if that is the case. Never heard of something like that, but I'm willing to try it out. Why not? I'm not sure if there's renal feed in here. I want to say this guy takes only 1,000. It takes one bucket, I think. There's no mineral feed. Oof. Let's just buy 2,000. Don't go through much of it. 1,000. Dump it through this door here. Then I need the other John Deere. Back over there. The older John Deere should be set up for the trailer. I will leave it attached to the trailer because I'm going to use that to harvest. And tomorrow, when I harvest, I need to get the Mac to move these two semi-trailers out of the way. That's alright, those are real easy to do. It takes like a minute to drop and hook trailers. So, swing left. Maybe we'll check out the chicken coop first. While we're over here. I'm curious. I have access to just tons and tons and tons of straw. So. Should turn just in case it. No ladies. Don't see anything different. Let's take a look at. Yeah, I don't see anything. Maybe it needs to be rebuilt. That would be a pain. I hate moving animals around. I don't think you can move chickens around. Chickens. I don't see anything different. Maybe I'll have to check up on that mod to see what that was. But when I was updating it, it said something about it has a manure point now. You can add straw. Just kind of cool. I'd like to give the chicken straw. They deserve something. I know the building has it there, but baseline, they don't get anything. You We just dump food into the conveyor and that's it. We're supposed to be happy. Alright. I'm not a big fan of doing it this way. Bales would be a lot easier. Maybe we'll take a load. I think what we'll do is I'll just fill the trailer the whole way. And then we'll dump it all into the mixer. And then whatever's extra, I'll just fill it up and we will take it over to the BGA. Make some methane. That's our highest selling product by and far. Nothing has come even close to what that BGA has been producing money-wise. I am playing on hard economy. And I thought this would take longer than I currently am to get through stuff, but with that BGA running is just wild. True. Like. It wants me to be real close. I wonder if it's going to see that. Oh, it's good. The tail lifts up, but then it pushes out. I wanted this trailer specifically for silage, just because pushing action makes a little bit more sense to me. I don't have a live floor trailer, and I didn't want to purchase one because from the shop I couldn't quite tell what is a live floor trailer or not. But using just a regular old trailer didn't make a whole lot of sense because I wasn't sure how you would get the silage out of a trailer like that. It's up. Right, we don't want to spend too much time here. We'll do one load. I will likely time lapse the way over there and the way back, and then we will probably advance the day. After, or maybe we'll pull out the feed wagon and feed the cows first. Let that mixer run. And then we will start harvesting, because that's what's next. Alright, I'll see you on the other side when I come back. Okay, so we are back at the farm. I want to check, because I know that BGA just runs so fast. Yeah, look at the cycles. It does 2,400. So it's running through 8,000 silage. I know in order to actually supply that thing with silage, I had to slow time down because it was just wild how much it went. This tractor is missing a little bit of durability. The trailer is also missing some durability, so I think I'm going to repair it, wash it, fill it up, and we're ready for harvest day, which is tomorrow. So I've got this little placeable maintenance point right here that I've been using. The shed I think is listed as American style sheds. I don't know what these are called, if I'm being honest. Where I live in America, these things are everywhere. They're real cheap to put up, I know that much. Most of the ones I see, though, have got doors on both sides. I did not opt for that. I don't know why. I think when I originally built it, I put it in a spot where having a door on the other side didn't really make a whole lot of sense, because it just sort of right into a fence. This is gonna have barley in it, so I suppose it makes sense to wash it out because I did have much silage. Looks like the license plate is wrong. I'm not sure how that happened. This pressure washer does not clean faster than the base game one, but it is nicer because it's got this drain in the ground. Always felt a little bit weird just sort of creating a lake on your land, washing all your equipment all the time. I just have a hard time washing these winds. It seems like the trigger point is just so small to aim at. Get fuel. Close enough to get fuel. Just back up. I have fuel usage on high, and I bought this, I want to say, almost directly at the start of the game. I bought this land, and I've not filled it up yet. So it's a 5,000 liter tank, I think, and we're down to 2,400, so I've used half. The equipment that uses the most is obviously the harvester, combine. The rest of the tractors, they use a decent amount, but nowhere near that harvester. Let's see. Let's go to third person. It's all repaired and washed up, ready for harvesting. What was I doing? I need sponsor. I need this. So let's drop this off. Pick up forks, get those out of the way. And I need to drop the weight. Actually, damage this. That way I can pick up the feed wagon and we can throw some food at the cows so that the mixer can actually run. Because it currently can't run right now because it's full. Well, I think it might actually be able to run a little bit. I don't think it's exactly full. It's close. Excited for harvest day. I love running the combine. Oh, this combine though is the modded combine, and it has a strange visual bug that I don't think came through in the time-lapse videos. So I'm a little bit excited to see it, what it looks like in this one. The shifter, little knob up front, just vibrates like crazy. And in the time-lapse video, it actually vibrated so fast that it looked like it was stationary and there was nothing wrong with it. But I have a feeling that you are going to get to see it vibrate, because I don't think that mod has been updated. Yeah, there's not often very many updates on these mods. I don't think that was one. Like this, fits right in. Mix. Turn it on so it's actually mixing. Let's see what's going on. I wish the animation went down a little bit lower than that. Maybe they did that way just to account for trailer height or something. I'm not sure. That would be what I would improve on this mod if I was to do it. If I could stick my hands into it and fix it. I have no idea how to fix a mod though. Not even. I wouldn't even know where to start. Just dump this here. These guys, these ladies, they're gonna be full. Straws, it's middling. That's okay. Maybe I'll throw one in there. We don't have to worry about it. But the chickens, I did not give them any barley. I will stop here and give them barley tomorrow before going to the silo. Now I'll fill them up. Sheep are good. There's only 20 of them. They are about to reproduce them. Turn off the wagon. Let's put this away. Now the mixer can run. I will need to turn off the silage. There's 25,000 liters of methane there. The tanker we have holds 55,000, I think, liters of methane. So we need quite a bit of methane. Although selling any amount of methane is obviously worth it, just because it's just worth so much money. They said earlier, it's shocking how much money you get from it. I'm really curious if the value of that methane is static in game, not affected by economy. Like, I think logs aren't affected by the economy. Like, not like planks or anything, but I think like if you cut down a tree, it doesn't matter what difficulty you sell it on, it'll sell for the same amount. I could be wrong on that. Maybe I'm thinking of FS19. I do have a tendency to mix everything. We will not be using this, or no, I don't think we will be using it. I know it's faster than my other John Deere by a pretty decent amount, but this one has a little bit of an issue pulling that trailer. It just doesn't have the power. So get fuel. And we'll pull over there, wash it. Keep our equipment nice. No reason not to wash this stuff. You can't just turn it off, but that is a great part of farming, is trying to keep your equipment maintained. It's not really farming simulator, it's more of a maintenance simulator, or mechanic simulator, more than it is a farming simulator. The amount of stuff you need to fix and repair on a daily, hourly basis. Is this washing? I can't tell. Find the point here. I think it's washing. See the dirt slowly fading. Real slow. Same with this. No, I think I hit it dead on. Cleaned up. Good. Yeah, looks cool. Looks better too with the sharpness filter. Let's talk about this away. Can I fix that trailer? Because I currently don't have the weight on it, so fix this. I do miss the manual attach mod. I had that on for a while at the start of this series. I turned it off because I ran into an issue where hoses and things weren't attaching, even though I told it to attach, which was strange. Especially the cedar that I have. It just wasn't attaching. I have no idea why. I think we're doing okay. So I can fuel up this. I think the semi needs fuel too. I don't know what condition the harvester is currently in. The just want to double check. I may have that chicken coop wrong. I just want to make sure that there is not, in fact, a specific manure heap that now comes with it or something. Doesn't look like it. Okay. That's alright. I was kind of excited about that, but I guess I didn't look into it close enough. I also didn't test it. Sometimes I try to test some of this stuff on a map where I just have unlimited resources just to see how it works, because some of these mods, man, you load them up and you just have no idea what is going on. Could be strange attaching points, or they just don't function, or it doesn't, the option to do something doesn't show up on the controller, but it shows up on the keyboard, or vice versa. Great demand. Farmers market. What is in great demand? Does this show great demand? It's weird that water is listed as sell. I don't think you can sell water. That would be weird if you could sell water. Let's double check. Okay, the barley fields are ready. Take a look at the animals before we take off. Good. Oh, yep, we got some lambs. We got some brand new cows too. 26,000. Weren't they at 26,000 yesterday? Maybe they're using more TMR than I expected. Chickens need food. There's a lot of them now. There's a lot of chickens. The mixer. This is all off. This is almost empty. These are good. TMR mixers maxed out. Okay. But there's still some in there, so we can keep mixing some. I'm going to need to sell the straw bales because those storage points over there for the hay and the straw actually don't hold a significant amount of straw. There was, it's these 400,000. It's not a lot. There's these that are 1 million, which I think is the same mod. I can't exactly remember why. I think I was trying to be cheap and not build these, but I may just upgrade to these. I think I remember now. I'm pretty sure these will store my bales, but they are visually square bales. I'm not doing square bales. I think that's why. I'm trying to decipher my own logic. I'm pretty sure that's why I wouldn't have built those. This is almost out of fuel. It's also damaged a decent amount. So we want to put this up out of the way. Leave it on the dirt. We don't want it in the grass. Just in case it would. We'll treat it a little bit like real life. We want to keep it on a solid surface so it doesn't sink. Landing gear sinks in the ground. I don't know if that John Deere's strong enough to pick that up. Probably not. Get some 2x4s on there to pick it up. There's no back window on this truck. I covered it with a toolbox. No tools in there though. It's disappointing. I'm just gonna drive through the grass here. Right next to this one. So I believe, if I remember right, well, I can get the John Deere out because I'm going to need it. I love this tractor. I'm excited to play a different map and try the other tractors, different brands. That old Massey Ferguson, the new Volvo that's also an older model. I want to play a map that's just like exclusively small machines. Oh no. I guess I got a little too close to the wall. I didn't realize I was that close. Okay. So there's the vibrating stick that I was talking about. In time lapse, it just sort of vibrates so much that you can't see it. I'm not gonna run into the wall there. We clear it. Clear it on both sides. Looks clear at least. Ooh, it's close. Oh, that's not clear at all. We're running right into a tractor. That's what I get for not having a second person help me do this. Also don't have a... Sorry, one saw that. Pretend I got out of there in one go. Normally I would just cut that out of the video, pretend like it never happened. Oh no, I'm running into that. Everything's going bad. Heal up. This is a modded John Deere. It's cheaper, older. It has a pretty big capacity tank. Cannot close it though. Weird. Super weird. It also doesn't come with a tarp to cover it. So it's just open all the time and there's no tarp. Wash this up. The headers for this John Deere did not come with this John Deere when I downloaded it. I think this is a whole separate pack of headers. And it also has this one has the air system on it. See it here. It's not showing up visually, but generally you need another PTO. Actually, it doesn't even look that well done. But it'll attach into there. It'll drive this air system. Around here it's for soybeans. I don't know if you use it for anything else. Let's just go this way. And it helps blow in the seed pods when it gets a little bit taller than the fence at all. Let's see. Now, let's lock on to a direction. 270 is what we want. Pretty close. Make sure we're actually throwing it up. Because I want the straw. It's a lot of straw to bale, but that Vicon fast baler just flies through the straw. It's so nice. It was so nice to bale it. And I could come over with the auto baler, pick it all up. Okay. Pause for a second, wait for it to finish throwing straw out. Now I can hear it. I don't know if anyone else would be able to hear it. I don't know if the video would pick it up or not, but I hear the air system running in that header, which is kind of cool. Or maybe it's all in my head. But I'm pretty sure I hear it. We're right on the edge. This is a nice job. Other than that vibrating stick, the other thing go. And maybe that is actually an attention to detail. Maybe this particular combine, it did that. I've never driven a vehicle where it vibrated so violently like that. That's just, look at that thing. It looks like it's going to take off. I was pleasantly surprised when I sped up the video in time lapse and appeared stationary. Because I thought, oh, this is going to look so stupid having this thing just take off like that. I don't normally, I do have Courseplay on. I don't normally use it. I tried using it for mowing and stuff, and I did the auto setup for detecting a field. It did not like it. I think I had him doing, he was windrowing, and he was rowing the grass, but it was like slightly too small than the actual implement length, so he ended up picking up the previous row. And so when I came over here, I think I was dealing with the silage at the BGA, and when I came over here, there was like a row of silage like as big as one of the tractor's tires. It was like wild. I don't know what he was doing. It was I just sort of left it there. When I was baling it in the Vicon, I think the speed dropped all the way down to like 1 mile an hour or something. Because the speed on that thing is automatically adjusted based on how much product is going through it, which is pretty cool. Didn't know that before I bought it. I had just sort of assumed that you could go at a particular speed and run at that speed, but it's actually limited by the amount of product that it can bale. The bale runs at a particular speed. It doesn't matter how much product you shove into it, it'll only run at that particular speed. And the tractor will slow down if need be. I imagine it's faster. At least I hope it's faster. I don't actually know if it's faster. I know I don't have to sit there and brake and back up and do all these other maneuvers, so I can just kind of do it. It's almost a little bit boring to run. Because you're just sort of going straight down the line. I am going to need to get the tractor over here, the John Deere with the trailer, because we are at 80%. And then I think what I will do is I will just time-lapse harvesting this field. Again, I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing. I'm sort of new to this sort of a setup here. I don't know what other people do, or if other people even play this way. They probably have fancy editing processes and all that. So I always forget which button is the pipe. I think that was it. This is the extended pipe. I want to say it was wildly over. Oh, I didn't check the used equipment today. The chipper is on sale. This will do what my chopper will do, except you need to buy the implement as well. And the implement, or the cutting head that attaches to this is, I believe, just a... Why can't I check? For some reason it's not letting me check. But it's just a regular head that goes on a chopper. And those heads require like 300 horsepower. So you can't run it with anything I have. So I'll jump over here to this John Deere. What I was talking about was this pipe. Look at this price. They want $8,000 to extend the pipe by like 3 feet, 4 feet, or whatever. I've never done something like that in real life. I don't know if that's appropriate pricing. I do know John Deere is ridiculously overpriced. I don't know how it is overseas. If anyone who actually watches these videos lives overseas, some of those brands, but I know I have heard word that these people are just upset with a lot of the John Deere equipment because it's just so expensive. Just $8,000 for the pipe just seems wild. I feel like at that point you should be able to just sort of rig something together, go find an old John Deere and just pull the auger out of it and just attach it to this one. Go from there. So what I do normally is I'm just gonna park this here on the side. And this holds, was it 10,000, 12,000? So I can only do so many loads. Ooh, a little close, but that's okay. Let's spread the weight out. I can only do like 2 or 3 loads, and then I gotta go fill it up, or dump it rather. We also have the other barley field. I'm a little bit concerned about my silo capacity. I hope it doesn't become an issue. I have 14,000 in there now. Okay. Turn this on. It's still locked in. Go. It's running up. All right. Yeah. So I am going to. Question is, should I time lapse it from in the cab or like out here? I never know what the right thing is. I like playing from in the cab. I know it looks nicer if we do something real fancy. This is some fancy stuff here. Alright, yeah, I'm just going to harvest this field. Put on some music for it. And then, yeah, we'll talk at the end of this little field. Check this out. Unintentional. Correct length. And that's something. Never do that. Ever. There was actually one point when I was going down one of these lanes that I left like a foot where I wasn't harvesting the left side, which I only noticed after I was already a quarter of the way down the lane. So this is pretty good. This has been a pretty easy job so far. Harvesting is well nice. The chickens are full. Get quite a bit. We'll get quite a bit more. I haven't decided if I'm going to do double barley fields again. I worry about keeping the chickens fed. I feel like we need a double barley field. What I could do, and I just talked about not doing it, is put off purchasing the farmer a house and just purchase the land right next to this one. I think it's like $85,000 or something. And just make this one great big barley field. Turn our field on the other side of the map back over to silage. That way we're silage in the BGA. Because currently we're not using it too much. I know we've got that grass field, but it's not quite the same. Plus I've got all this equipment to do silage and chop corn rather, and I'm not doing it. So I don't have to do that. It's fun running that little chopper. I feel like at some point soon we'll be upgrading that little chopper, so I'll get the use in when we can. Let's see if we can wreck our tractor. There we go. And then I will take this over to the other field, and I'll probably just tell a worker to drive that John Deere over the trailer. And that way I can just focus on driving the combine over. Should have plenty of room for both. This is giving me less barley than I thought. At first I was worried about silo capacity, etc. I might have to start worrying about that. The chickens are going to fly through the barley. My issue is just the top end, the harvest day. I'm not worried about using it. I'm just worried about having enough space to keep it. It all comes in. To set this one. I haven't talked about it too much. I don't know how much other people have used it, but the new system from FS19 to 22 telling helpers to go to a location. Pretty cool. Pretty nice. Is this done? This is done. Oh. Everything's always done at the same time. Go from nothing to suddenly everything's done, everything's got to be done right now. Typical. Okay. I will deposit this in the silo, and then yeah, I'll tell him to go over there, and I'll head back to the harvester and we'll start harvesting the other field. Probably get it all on time lapse again. Yeah, so I'll see you at the end of, or at least I'll talk to you at the end of the field. Well, I got this tiny little strip, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know, There was one time I went up and down the field in one of the lanes and I was missing a little bit on one, I think it was the right-hand side. I'm not sure if it was this much. I wonder if I could have done this field as well had I been better. I can activate the literal GPS that's built into this mod. I do like the direction lock though, because you get to still drive the vehicle. It's not quite so push a button and go. I don't know, I enjoy running the harvesters. You know, it's nice. This is probably the best part of the game for me. I like harvest time. I'm not sure. I plan to time-lapse the harvesting portion of this video, because it says I have so far been recording for 1 hour and 40 minutes, which is far longer than my other video. But a significant portion of this video is going to be time-lapsed, I think, because of the nature of harvesting. So, you know, I think we'll have to tell the John Deere trailer to go back with an AI, and I think I need to drive the combine back, because I don't think the AI is going to be able to manage bringing that thing back without a trailer for that header. I don't have a header trailer. Seems a bit of a mistake now at this point. There is a reason for it. I don't remember the reason. I want to say I bought a header trailer and it just didn't work or something. I missed it here. Run it over. That's all that. I missed a little bit there. I definitely harvested that field 100%. Okay. There, he got stuck on the unreachable. What are you talking about? What do you mean unreachable? How is this area unreachable? It's where I send you every time. Alright, so we'll take the John Deere harvester back. She's got a wide stance. I did fuel this before I left, so we used almost our entire tank of fuel on this. Get any more fields, I might have to purchase that little field trailer, bring it out with me. That'd be fun. I like using that little equipment like that. These, you know, another thing too, I was thinking we need to purchase another field, but we also haven't plopped down any production buildings, which is, well, I mean, I know we have the sawmill and stuff, but like the furniture building, or now that we have the, what is that worker doing? Now that we have sheep, to make clothes, etc. Oh dear. Want some help? Oh. Oh my. Can I get in here? Hey, duck. Oh. Ma'am. There is something wrong with your arm. Ma'am. What happened? I'm gonna screenshot this. This is... Maybe we'll set this as our thumbnail image. Oh, I mean, dedication, I guess. She's working with that broken arm, not even in a cast. What can I say? I like farming too, but not that much. If I got a broken arm, I'm leaving. I'm going that fixed. I want to say that this thing sits a little bit higher than the fence, or am I going to make a fool of myself? I'm going to make a fool of myself. I need to get a header trailer, honestly. This is a little ridiculous. Who drives around with a giant header attached to the combine everywhere? I know where I live, the farmers, they will do this on the smaller roads, but this is the going field to field. I don't even have a trailer for this thing, so this is all I do. Everywhere this thing goes, it's got this giant header attached to it. Ugh. Ridiculous. This needs to be washed and fueled. All our fuel. We were at 2,400, I think earlier I was talking about this. Now we're down to 1,800 and going. This thing just drinks it. It's okay. The game has a hard time simulating fuel usage since everything in the game is miniaturized compared to real life. Jobs are a little faster, so having the cost of fuel and the cost of maintenance a little bit higher does make a little bit of sense. This guy up so that we can put it away. And I think in the this will be it for this video. And I think for the next video we will probably run around in the baler, bale up all the straw, and then we'll mow that grass field. And then yeah, go from there. I think if this was a time-lapse video, I'd be able to harvest, bale, cut all in one video, but this is just going to be such a long video in this style. Can I do this without destroying that tractor? Oh god. Perfect. Professional. 100% professional. Mistakes. No injuries. Dead on. Yeah. Bring this guy over, and yeah, I think this will be it for this episode. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Hope everyone's having a good time. Yeah, see you in the next one.